Cheers. Good morning. How are you today? We are here at Shake It Up with Karen and Regina. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, Shake It Up is an acronym for style, health, attitude, kindness, and entertainment. And today we have a lot of entertainment going on.
We have a lot to fill you in on. And I want to first start off by saying that I was challenged with the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and I fulfilled my challenge over the weekend. And I just was really appreciative to raise awareness about that. My uncle actually died of ALS, so it was close to my heart. And I think the videos that I've seen of people, doing the bucket challenges are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, but
someone I know on the rice, though. She put rice over her head. She didn't put water with ice.
Oh, I didn't see that.
She did rice.
She's got problems.
Okay.
But I noticed that someone I know that was nominated, someone very close to me.
All right, listen. Listen very carefully.
Yeah, let's hear this story.
I have a cousin with ALS who's suffering from it now and has for the last several years. And I absolutely want to support this cause. And I did support the cause with a $100 donation.
Oh, so you put the money where your mouth is. That's good.
Well, look, I get my blowouts. I'm not dumping a bucket of ice water over my hair. That just is like silly.
Oh,
then I got to go back to the salon, then I got to sit there for an hour while Rich does my hair beautifully, and then what, I'm going to ruin it with a bucket of water? Are you kidding me?
I can't even comment on what you're saying. I did the bucket and the check. I mean, seriously, Karen, all you have to do is
I'll give another check then. There's no way
all you got to do is
get,
you just go there and they do your hair for you again.
Well, I'm going to have to then plan it out that I do it right before I go to the salon. But
we got to do it live for the show. I think I should dump the water on your head.
Not today.
Why, you liking your blowouts?
Well, no, I got a lot of things to do.
Well, today, listen, that's the other thing. We can't do anything today. First of all, I'm shot. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, we have a lot going on.
I've had my family, which I love them so much. I was a great weekend.
It's
we had them
nice
staying with us.
Family,
yes,
but then it's
a lot of work.
Yeah.
And we had them for 3 or 4 days. We went fishing on the Hampton Lady.
That
Love
was
the
Hampton
Lady.
I saw that.
Oh no, that's somebody else's boat.
Oh, that was an adorable
it was great,
boat.
right?
I love that.
They're all blonde. Those 3 blondes
Check
in
it
me.
out on Facebook.
And every guy's like, "Come on, sit on our boat. Come on, sit on our boat." We're like, "Okay, just go boat to boat, no problem."
Right.
But the fishing was great. Now we talked about fishing.
I don't fish.
I caught 2 keepers.
Yeah.
And my cousin.
What do you say, keepers? What do you do?
They have to be a certain length.
And you cook them?
Yeah. Well, they fillet them for me, but they have to be a certain length.
What kind of
fluke fishing.
What's
fluke,
a
bass.
What does a fluke taste
Fluke
like?
is like a flounder. It's like a very light white fish. It's delicious on the barbecue. And
if you catch me a fish, I'll eat it. How's that?
I'll make it for you.
Okay.
Because if you've ever had
I'm not catching
fresh fish, fresh, like there and then
on
your barbecue. No. I mean, within hours.
Take the hook out of its mouth.
Within hours.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's delicious. And I always love to pair my fresh fish with a little rosé.
Just a little.
So
right?
This is going to be our.
Well, let's drink that whole bottle. I've watched her.
That's a problem. But we'll get to that in a second. But we're very excited about today's show.
We
but
have
you were in Montauk
here today, right?
Yes, from Romano Wines.
So he's going to be up next. But I was in Montauk, and this was perfect for Montauk. It was just
nice,
the most beautiful wine on a great beach during a beautiful day.
Listen, there's nothing better than rosé at the beach.
Rosé at the beach is fabulous.
My gosh.
Yes, I know. Believe
it's the
me, I know.
Best. It's the
we
best.
had a cooler full of it.
Yeah,
so
it's delicious.
It was phenomenal.
We love it,
and we enjoyed it. We were 10 adults and 9 kids on this trip. So I needed that whole bottle
When
of
you
wine.
put the thing about your car and what you well, wait a minute. You went. Oh, that's right. Our show last week.
Yeah.
It was last week, right? Because I don't even know what day it is.
Last week our show was on a Wednesday, and it was the Wednesday in Long Island. If you're not from Long Island, that had terrible, terrible flooding. And actually, we couldn't get to the studio to air our show live. So you will see that show on September 24th. That's the show that's all about nutritional cleansing. And we are so sorry we couldn't bring it to you, but Mother Nature played a trick on us, and we were unable to get here to get that show up onto
live. So we just want to tell you that, because I know people were calling us or Facebook messaging us, what happened. And it was due to, the inclement weather that they weren't able to air the show. So we're going to replay the show because everybody wants to.
Flooding. Is that what you want to call inclement weather?
Inclement weather. Isn't that what you say?
Flooding. I mean, there was like cars floating on the parkway. It was not.
Well, that was in its isolated area.
Like it's cold or chilly or drizzly. Like that's not perfect weather. But this was flash flooding. It was major.
I was trying to use like an SAT word or something like
that.
No,
you used it, but I mean, this was not it.
No, all right. So we had torrential rain.
You use the word teeming.
We had torrential rain.
My mother uses that word
teeming.
a lot. Teeming. Matter of fact, one time my mother said to my brother-in-law, it's just teeming out. He said, that's not a word, Judy. And my mother's like, of course it's a word. It's a word.
Of course, yeah.
It's not a word, Judy. It's not a word, he was saying to her. And sure enough, we looked it up. There it is, teeming. So now we use that word all the time whenever it's really raining very hard.
Well, so that's what it was. I'll use teeming.
And it teemed like 3 feet of water. So
No, Islip Airport had 13 inches of water in like, I don't know, 2 hours.
No,
it was crazy. It was crazy.
So
but anyway, so you packed up and went to Montauk which day?
Well, we left on Monday and we didn't come home till Thursday, and really we didn't get any rain in Montauk. It just rained overnight a little bit, but it didn't rain all day Wednesday, maybe a little drizzle here or there, but it was beautiful Monday, beautiful Tuesday, great Wednesday afternoon, and then, of course, Thursday was perfect. It was picture perfect. I think that's what the anchor man said. It's going to be a picture perfect day. I said, hoo-hoo.
He did say that. He did say
yes,
that.
he did say that.
Yeah, we didn't have any storm damage out there either. In the Hamptons, it was fine.
No, yeah.
I mean, wind. We had a lot of wind, like scary wind.
Crazy. The
oh, yeah,
was
the
like
waves were insane.
I know.
Yeah,
I was at Gurney's for breakfast, and
crashing.
They were crashing. There was no beach left. It was like just coming up right. It was very, very high.
It gets scary out there when it's like that.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing like the force of water. I mean, I've seen those videos like where the typhoons come into like Japan and it just rips it.
Like a tsunami.
Like a tsunami. And
yes.
they just totally wipe out everything.
No, it's frightening. It's frightening.
So,
but we were lucky. We were lucky. I mean, some people weren't lucky. So I feel bad. Like, Madhouse Studios themselves
and what about
had a lot of damage. I forgot all about her.
Lost her whole car.
My cousin Jody's car was forgot all about
it. Was gone. It was floating. It was like halfway
It was
up
floating because she was in Fire Island, so she parked at the Bayshore train station, and her car was literally floating in the Bayshore train station. And what was crazy about it is, 2/3 of the parking lot was, it had puddles, but this one section where she was, a third of it was completely over the passenger car door. Like the where you handle. You did see it.
Yeah.
Completely totaled. Completely totaled.
So we have a busy week coming up, right? We actually had to tape next week's show. And that's going to be our men's style show because
it's a great show.
I'm going to be in Bermuda, and I'm so excited. We go every year for our anniversary, and Regina is going to San Diego.
I'm going to San Diego to join the rest of the nutritional cleansing team that we work with, and we're having a huge, huge celebration in San Diego at the San Diego Hilton, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
A bunch of people just drinking shakes all day.
Yeah. Talk about people with energy. Oh, my God. It's going to be incredible. But
I wish I could have gone next year.
No, you will. You'll be a lot of fun.
I had a lot on my plate, and
and you have to get ready for the inaugural. I mean, you have a lot going on.
Yeah. My daughter's Sweet 16 is coming up, and
we're calling it the inaugural.
The inaugural ball because that's what it's turning into. Now, our new idea is to have her be carried in on a throne by all her male cousins.
Oh, I love that. Is she going to be like a Greek goddess or a princess?
Well, it is the theme is all that glitters is gold. And she's going to have on a gold dress.
Oh, I love that.
White is kind of her theme, so we're going to.
So where are we going to find that thing to carry her?
I don't know. I told my husband to make one, and my daughter said, "I'm not getting on anything he makes. It's going to break."
No, Chris is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think he could do. And
I'll
buy some beautiful fabrics. Yeah, and like some rhinestones
and the hot glue
thing. Yeah, we'll do it.
I'm not any.
We could work it out. She's got enough. Hunky male cousins to carry her in.
That's a great idea.
That'll be fun.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are they going to carry you in on a chair or something? They'll put you in a wheelbarrow.
No,
we'll have to wheel Karen in.
Well, by that time, yeah, exactly. I know. It's silly.
I know.
It's truly silly. I told her, let's just go away. Let's take a trip. Take your friends.
Right.
No, I want the suite. She got the candles all picked out. Who gets what candle? This person gets this candle. She's going to do a group of this. I said, please, I don't want to talk about this now.
I know.
It's just every day it's something else with the Sweet 16.
My cousin Michelle, her daughter Brianna, her Sweet 16 was at the place that Michelle and Charlie got married.
My gosh.
Is that a little weird?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
But her Sweet 16 was gorgeous.
She's
I have to
doing
say.
hers.
But still, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is insane. And she's doing hers at the Larkfield Manor in East Northport.
Well, they
which
just
was
redid that whole
beautifully
place,
redone.
right.
And it's all in that like Tuscan theme. And it's
Gorgeous.
just stunning. So we were
Gorgeous.
lucky to get the place. And it's going to be great. It's in January, so I'm sure you'll hear more about that later. But what I want to talk about also is the fact that Labor Day is this weekend. Are you going crazy? What are you doing?
No, listen, I get off the plane, I'm taking the red eye.
And you say that with the little
I
tear.
say that with the eye.
Yeah.
I'm taking the red eye, so I'm coming back actually Wednesday morning.
Right.
So
Okay.
that weekend.
You're going to be there for Labor Day.
No.
Oh.
I'm coming back. I'm leaving tomorrow morning,
Okay.
Thursday morning, and
Right,
I'm
right,
coming
right.
back on the red eye.
Again, you're coming back. Oh my God.
And I'm coming back on Wednesday.
Okay, so before Labor Day.
So before Labor Day. And I don't really want to do anything
Right.
at all. I'm going to go out east and I'm just going to rest and relax. And on Tuesday, we're meeting with Emily Skye
Oh, that's right.
because
Yeah.
she has, so graciously agreed to dress us for the show. So we're going to be meeting her on Tuesdays now before
Okay.
our show. So our first time doing that is the 2nd.
Oh,
And
okay.
so that's when the first day
See,
I'll
she
come
does
back.
my calendar, so thank God she
Right.
does, because I have, 3 other jobs that I do as well. So Regina keeps that calendar for us as far as the Shake It Up goes. So I'm
Right.
glad you're telling me.
So we
'cause
have that.
I had no idea.
No, and then we
Okay.
also have we're doing that because we're going to do a women's fashion show.
Yeah, I
Fashion-
know, that's going to be fun.
That's gonna be
I mean,
awesome.
we did, you'll see next
Fall
week, we
fashion.
did the men's style show. We taped it earlier
That was
today.
great.
And it was so much fun.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was fun.
And Eddie was so
Yeah, he's a
on.
nice
like
guy.
he was just
Yeah.
it was great.
So you'll see all about Jay Ogilvy next week, and we're coming up to our next segment in a few minutes, which is with Michael Romano and his winery. Regina was familiar with. She introduced me to
Oh,
him.
my
He's a wonderful man.
Well,
and we actually tasted it. I tasted it at Prime for the first time. We
Right.
did that nice
You didn't have
event.
it at my house?
No, I didn't. And
Oh.
you know when Prime did the event for the North Shore Animal League,
Yes,
where
with
you
Beth
wanted those
Stern.
dogs.
Yes.
You were like,
Oh, I
she didn't
wanted
want.
to
She wanted to
adopt
go
all
home
those
with the
dogs.
dogs. We had stopped. Michael had, generously donated his wine to be tasted that night. So we had a great time at that table. I
was
could just tell
awesome.
you.
But how
Listen,
I
I'll take more.
originally-
I'll taste more.
How
I'll
I
taste more.
originally met Michael was at the Pink Tie event.
Yeah.
That we went to for breast cancer, and I had
Oh,
way
right, I
back,
remember
and
that. I was
in,
there.
Right,
Yeah,
I
I
was in
remember that.
St. Martin, for my honeymoon, as many of you guys know, and this rosé in St. Martin and St. Bart's is the hottest wine to drink.
Yeah.
So of course, I'm drinking it, and I'm drinking it like water, but I love it. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see the bottle. I come running over to Michael and
She
his wife.
leaves me.
Like I must
Yeah.
look like a crazy person. I
Yeah.
mean, seriously, because I
She
haven't
is
really.
a crazy person. She
This
didn't
is
look
like
one.
probably 8-9 months ago, so I didn't really see it here on the menus and stuff like that. So
Right.
I was like really trying to find it, buy it, whatever. And there he is again, doing such a great job and donating his time for that night for the charity and doing a tasting for everybody that was at the Pink Tie event. And I literally attacked him and his wife this week. I'm like, where do I get it? How come I can't find it?
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. He goes, well, are you kidding me? That's my wine. I distribute it. I go, no.
Well, now I see
It
it.
was crazy.
Before I knew
Oh, yeah,
about it.
now it's hot. It's
now
the
I
hottest
actually
wine in
see
the
it.
Hamptons
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it's
Voted
fabulous. Yeah. Well,
by
I mean,
Hamptons Magazine.
I think as people get more familiar with rosés now, it wasn't very popular a few years back, but I think today it has become more popular. So,
Right.
people are familiarizing themselves with the different brands, and this one happens to be the best so far that I've ever had. So, yeah,
Awesome.
we're gonna certainly talk to him about that. And
Yeah.
where's his wineries? We're gonna get out there one day.
Well, we can go to Provence if you like.
Okay, fabulous.
I would love to go to France and see it.
Let's do
I mean,
it.
I've seen some pictures that he's shown me and stuff, and it's just magnificent.
Yeah.
But, a lot of people don't realize that Provence was a part of Italy at one time. Well, he's going to
Really?
tell us all. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't know
He's
that.
gonna
Yeah, we'll
tell
let
us
him
all
tell us all about that. I think.
And then
we're
he
gonna-
also has the marinades.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's great.
Mikey's
That's
New
great.
York
I'm actually
style
making
marinades.
chicken tonight. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking.
No, tonight I have to cook because
I'm
I don't
shaking
cook.
it.
I don't cook Fridays, Saturdays, and generally sometimes Sundays I'll cook. But yeah,
I
have to cook
am
tonight.
shaking it. I'm shaking
and
it,
I
because
cleansed for the
after
last
this
2 days.
weekend,
I
too?
deep cleansed. I just deep cleansed for 2 days. I haven't had solid
Yeah.
food since Sunday.
Well, you
so I'm
needed it
starving.
after the Montauk.
But I did need it. I overindulged, and I'm going to overindulge
Not
again
you,
in a minute.
Karen.
We have to go to commercial.
All right, wait a second. She just cleansed, right? And now we're having a wine tasting.
I know.
There's no better way to do it, though. That's what it is. Toxins in, little wine in, toxins out, little wine in.
I'll deep cleanse again before
Bermuda,
Bermuda, I promise. All right, we're going to commercial. We'll see you in a few.
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn?
Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure.
You'll be happy you did.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Hi, I'm Jay Nova, host of Rocket Inc. MC, and you're watching MadhouseTV.com. Hi.
So welcome back. We are thrilled to have Michael Romano here with us today, and he's brought his fabulous rosé wines, and we're gonna start tasting it very, very soon. But Michael, I mean, is this something you've always done? Have you been in the wine industry a long time?
I've been in the wine business since 1970.
Oh wow!
Really?
In
Okay.
one form or another, as a restaurateur, importer, wholesaler. I worked for distributorships, and as a matter of fact, I was in charge of a lot of California wineries.
Oh, wow.
Running the East Coast and Central Coast for Central Division for a lot of California wineries.
And are you a native New Yorker though?
Native New Yorker, born and raised.
That's good.
From Hicksville, Long Island.
Oh, okay, yeah. I lived in Plainview for a little bit. That wasn't too far from there.
Grew up in
Yeah.
Hicksville.
Yeah, you know, Long Island's great, and I think Long Islanders really do love their wine. We have a lot of wineries out on the island that people travel to, but now they don't have to. They could just go to their local store and pick up some of your rosé, correct?
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
getting more popular now, isn't it?
Well, you know what? I remember in the early 70s when I was in college, rosé was very, very popular. Iago Sangria went through there a little bit of a time period, and then rosé was very popular. I remember I always drank Lancers and Madhouse, and it was something really
Madhouse
cool.
wine. Yeah, I remember that.
I
It was
remember
something really
Lancers.
cool, and it was easy
Yeah.
to drink,
Right,
but it wasn't overly sweet like Mad Dog or any of those others that the
Right.
kids, the younger generation, would drink.
Would guzzle, yeah.
But rosé was great. But then all of a sudden, rosé took a hard right turn, and it was pretty much off the map. You didn't see rosé wine
Right.
at all.
Now, why do you think that is?
I don't know, and I think it had to do a little bit with marketing, but just to understand something, in France, it never went away.
Oh,
Rosé
okay.
was the first wine that was ever produced in France. And it's still the #1 most popular wine to drink in France. So in France, it never went away. And along the southern coast of France in Provence, where this wine is from, rosé was always prolific.
Right.
SAT word.
Prolific, yeah.
Prolific, good one, good
That's
SAT.
better than my inclinement one.
Yeah, yeah.
So rosé took a back seat for a while, but
Here.
here in
Right.
the United States. So in, I guess it was 1997, I went to Provence with the French Trade Commission, and they wanted to expose me as an importer to rosé wine. So I said, oh, I pretty much know about rosé wine, but I really didn't know anything about rosé wine. I never understood how widely consumed rosé was in the south coast of France, which is one of the most beautiful places in all the world. Is
I've been,
Provence and,
yes. Well, I have not been
Saint-Tropez.
to Provence. I've been to
Nice and
Saint-Tropez
Cannes.
and Monte Carlo and Nice,
Oh,
yes.
it's absolutely magnificent.
Phenomenal.
And
Yes.
they really know their wines, and they really know their food.
Absolutely.
They're
And-
very big on dining and all that. It's
Well,
an experience.
I think, you know, when I was there, at the time, it was, for us, all about the Bordeaux. Like, my husband was
Yeah.
very much into the Bordeaux, so we never really tried the rosé wine. It wasn't in, like, on the top of our head, which was 3 or 4 years ago. It kind of wasn't what we were normally drinking. But now, I find myself looking for it and asking for it. It's
Well,
weird, 3
there's-
years.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything, and rosé in Provence is just, it's always the time and it's always the right place.
Okay, I should have had it. I have to go back.
You don't have to tell me, Michael.
I have to go back.
I mean, I'm obsessed with it. I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, I love it for so many reasons, which I'm sure you're going to touch on, but especially when we travel and we go to St. Martin, we go to St. Bart's and everything, having lunch on the beach there is your main meal.
Yes.
It's not, you're not having, you know, it's very European, so your main meal is your lunch.
Right.
And I find that, you know, I mean, the Bordeaux, the reds are great, but it's just too heavy for me during the day.
During the day, for
And
sure, yeah.
I love the rosé, and this is my favorite. You know that. I don't really buy anything else, and if they don't have it in a restaurant, I'll drink something else. I won't even have, you know. I mean, I've had the Wolfert, so it's okay, but
Yeah.
it's still not the same. I don't know. There's something about it, but I love it because it stands up to a beautiful piece of meat. It stands up to great fresh fish. I mean, it's a wine that you can pair with different kinds of food, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's absolutely perfect for summertime, springtime, but what a lot of people don't understand, that it's great in the autumn and it's great in the winter. People don't stop drinking white wine in the autumn and the winter.
Right.
Why stop drinking rosé? It's not.
Yeah.
The reason that they have that conception that we really, rosé is only a summertime or a springtime wine.
Or a lunchtime
Or a
wine. You wouldn't
lunchtime
have
wine.
it with a
It's-
dinner meal, yeah.
But that doesn't have to be.
Right.
It doesn't have to be. The reason that was because there was only a certain amount that was actually imported into the United States, and they would run out of it by the time
Oh, wow.
summer was
Oh, look
over.
at that,
So they
yeah.
just thought that, well, okay, now there is no more rosé.
Right.
There is no more rosé.
Right.
But that's not true. So now that
Well, you're
rosé is
changing that.
absolutely. So please drink it all year long.
Yes.
And
Well,
make
you
sure
don't
it's
have to
Maison Belclair.
Yeah, oh, that's my favorite. It really is.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't, well, we're going to, you're
Look
going
how
to taste
beautiful
it.
the bottle is, too. I
my
mean,
goodness.
was that like a specifically designed, you know?
This is a traditional Provençal shaped bottle.
Okay.
And a lot of people, when they look at it, they say, oh, no, I don't want a glass of that. That's too sweet, with their reminiscence of drinking maybe a white Zinfandel.
Right.
Which
It's
was
nothing like
the
that.
new break into the United States on pink wine. But this is far from a sweet wine. This is a bone-dry wine. Can be enjoyed as an aperitif. And then
Well,
again, with so many
You know,
different
that was
types
the
of
other thing
foods.
I was going to say. And, well, in Italy, they start with this. Because they drink all day long, but I mean, they start with
Go
a
figure.
sparkling, like they have courses to their wines, just like they do their meals. And they start a lot of times with a rosé and then work into something heavier as they go on through the evening. So you can do it, definitely, to have it as an aperitif.
Oh, that's a fancy word,
That's another SAT.
That's another
I like it.
It's a very educational show today. We're having a
Yes.
wine tasting and we're doing SAT work.
You
It's
sound
fabulous.
very smart today, Regina.
I'm
You should have
trying.
your reading glasses on, just to complete
Oh, I
the
don't know
look.
where they are.
Yeah,
but
that's
good
okay.
that you did that for me. I can see now.
I said, yeah, let
Otherwise I
me
can't
make this
see.
bigger for her. But also, you were saying how it's very popular in the Hamptons right now.
Yes, absolutely. We've run a large campaign with Hampton Magazine, which has really helped us
That's a great
tremendously.
magazine.
Great magazine.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of functions that have been sponsored through Hampton Magazine. And we've met a lot of new friends out in the Hamptons.
Yeah, he's hobnobbing.
We've
Yeah,
had a
that's
lot of
good.
fun. We've
Tell
had
him
a
we
lot
were
of-
hobnobbing this weekend with him.
No, that wasn't true. But I just wanted to make you feel
Oh.
bad that you didn't come to my event.
Oh, see? You were out in the Hamptons.
Funny.
I can't
You know what
believe you didn't
happened?
come.
He was so nice enough to invite me, and I said, you know what, I would love to go because it was it was the, where was it
It
again?
was at the Southampton Social Club.
Yes,
We
okay.
were going to have some fun. with
Sounds
a
very
cocktail party.
fancy.
It was my mom's birthday.
Right.
Love you, Mom.
Happy birthday,
And I just
Rose.
didn't know if we could make that work, with her and everything and
Yeah.
get there. And then I was a little having some, drinks during the day, and then by
Yeah.
the time I got to later on, I was a little tired.
Yeah, yeah.
But I went back and I said, Regina, you missed a really great party. Brad and Angelina were there. You
Oh,
missed them.
shoot.
But it wouldn't
But they really
surprise me.
weren't?
No, it wouldn't have surprised
It wouldn't
me.
surprise
either.
me because did you
Oh,
see
that's
what
funny.
was going on out there this weekend?
Oh, there
The
was a lot.
Clintons were out there.
Oh.
They had the helicopters everywhere. It was crazy. It was right.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
So when you said that, and I saw the black helicopter circling around, I'm thinking, oh
Well,
my gosh, is he
maybe,
serious?
maybe.
Yeah, the paparazzi are
Yeah,
out,
when you
right?
see those black helicopters, you know it's private or it's security or it's paparazzi. It's
Somebody
something
big's
going on.
in town.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
not the Kardashians. It's somebody big.
They're out there anyway, right?
Well, the
Yeah, there's no
Kardashians are probably
helicopters.
hanging from the thing trying to get
Helicopters,
some
yeah,
attention. But
yeah.
I shouldn't talk because I do the same thing. So
Yeah. No, you don't hang from helicopters.
No, but I would.
Or you will not have me hanging from a helicopter. I'm going to put that out there
Karen,
right
come
now.
on. You following me
She
everywhere.
makes me do a lot of stuff that I'm not doing.
I make her do. Do you know we
Yes.
have to do a Broadway show now?
I saw that
Did
you're
you
going to
see
do some
that?
type
Yes.
of
I'm
show.
going to
Very
need a
excited.
case of rosé.
We're doing
I'm gonna need a
my
case for
big
that.
gay Italian funeral. We've been asked. Anthony Wilkinson was our guest here a couple of weeks ago, and he asked Regina and I to do a guest appearance
You
in
have to
his
come.
play.
I'll
I'll
invite you to
look
the show.
forward to
So
that.
yeah,
Sounds
and
like a lot of
so
fun.
I play Fran Bucciati, Fanny Bucciati, and you play the
Vita
former
von
Miss
Titzenberg or
Canada,
something? What's her
Vina von Titzenberg.
Vina von Titzenberg.
Vita von,
I don't know.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, so we get to
But
have
the show is a great show, so
yeah,
I'm sure we
we're
can't mess it up
excited.
too much,
It
right?
should be fun. Yes, yes.
I'm going to
Well,
look forward to that.
yeah.
That's hilarious. That's October 5th, right? You got to
Yeah.
write that down.
Yeah,
Put
that'll
that in
be
your calendar.
that'll be
Absolutely.
interesting. So yeah, you should definitely come. We're
So-
doing an after party afterward. You could bring you some wine.
Great.
Oh, yeah. We have a rooftop party that night.
Yeah.
This will go fit right in.
Yeah.
So tell us how now this wine, I know you're doing a lot with the Hamptons magazine, but how was it selected 2 years in a row? How do they make that selection
Well, you know what?
to be the number one?
It's just through sales.
Right. Oh,
Our
okay.
sales have just skyrocketed again this year,
That's awesome.
which has been great.
Very
Right.
exciting.
And the Hamptons, what's nice about having the wine really catapulting through the Hamptons is that it's the same people that are enjoying it in Manhattan, and Hampton. So now
Right.
we're just trying to get
They're
a little
moving
bit
it to
more
different
people
regions.
inside
Yeah.
Long Island, Nassau
Right.
County people
That
to
would be
understand
us,
this.
right?
Right,
NASA.
right.
To understand this a little bit more because
Right.
it's such a great wine. It's so elegant and it's so easy to drink and it's just a
Well, I live in
wonderful wine.
Huntington, so are there any restaurants in Huntington now that have this wine yet?
Numerous restaurants.
Okay, fabulous, because I'm going to look for it when I'm out
Please do.
in those restaurants.
Please
Yeah.
do. The great restaurants of Huntington.
The great
They're
restaurants.
Yes.
restaurants.
Those are the ones I only go to.
It's
Yes.
true. When I see it, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. Again, but you also, if you like for me, you can go to your local wine store and
Absolutely.
ask
And
for it by
if
name.
they don't have it, they absolutely get it for you. by
Right.
the next day.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, my wine guy is Elwood Liquors, and my husband, who has a wine cellar downstairs, and he collects wines and so on and so forth, always puts his orders in, so I'm going to make sure that this is on
Yeah,
the
take the tag.
order list, yes.
Take this tag. That's what I
Yes.
did. I took the tag.
Yes,
And
I'm going to tell
but
him.
you can also order. Can they order it through you?
No.
No, so you have to
New York
go,
State
right.
doesn't allow us that type
Oh,
of
so you
license.
can't
Right.
distribute, right? Yeah.
No, we can't.
You can't sell it to us.
retail.
We don't
I
have
can't do
a,
that,
yes,
no.
we don't have a
Oh, I
license.
see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We just
so they have to just go on and check it out through our. But you asked for. They can go to your website.
You go to the website,
And
they
then
can
you
always
can
call
list
us. They
where-
could always
where
call
it's
us, and we
being
could always
sold
help
to
them
people.
find out where they can get it.
Right.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Mike, all of Michael's information is on both our guest page as well as our calendar page, so you can, click on over to shakeitupwithkarenandregina.com, and then just click over to Michael's site. He's got a great site. I was reviewing everything before the show, so we were thrilled.
Right.
And we're going to go to commercial, and then when we come back, we're going to actually drink the wine.
Yes, we're going to have a nice little tasting this morning. I'm so excited.
Me too,
Sounds great.
Kathy Lee and Hoda, watch out.
Yeah, we're doing it in a classy way too. I like.
Yes, very
Beautiful
nice.
glass,
Very
perfect
nice.
rosé glass.
Yeah, good.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Shake It Up with Karen and Regina. And we're very excited for this show today because we have one of our dear friends, Michael Romano, here from Romano Brand Wines. And we also have our first wine tasting. So we're really
I'm
interested in
excited.
that. And so we were just talking about how rosé has taken over the entire Hamptons and the entire, I would say, French Caribbean. I mean, St. Bart's, St. Martin, where else?
Well,
Saint-Tropez, Cannes. I mean, it's Europe. It's everywhere. It's like the hottest new thing.
Well, it's really not the newest thing. It's
No,
actually
right.
the oldest wine, one of the oldest wines ever made. So what's happened with the growth of rosé, it's catapulted again by 43% worldwide, sales of rosé.
Almost
That much
doubled,
over
right.
last year,
Wow.
43%. And the year before that was in the high 30s. So it's just growing, it's on a rocket ship for the growth
Mm-hmm.
of rosé. So more and more people are becoming aware of it.
So Maison Belclair is probably a big part of that because
Absolutely,
it's, yeah.
absolutely. Well,
Okay.
when you realize that 20% of the world's production of rosé comes from France, and 80% of France's production of rosé comes from Provence, and Maison Belclair is from Provence.
Right.
We're
That has a
doing
lot to
good
do with
piece
those
of it.
numbers.
We're doing
Yeah.
a good piece of
Good,
it.
Sure.
good.
Which is good.
All right, so now we're going to taste some.
You ready?
Yes,
I'm ready.
we are-
You're
no,
ready?
I'm more than ready.
Oh,
now.
it's not too early for you, girl.
No.
Oh, my kind of girl.
Like Karen
go.
said, Kathy Lee and Hoda, watch out.
Yeah, no.
No, we're
Please.
ready. We've been sitting here like
Yeah.
all morning.
All right.
Now, we were just talking about the corking. So tell me now what's going on with the twist off compared to the, the regular cork with the corkscrew and the whole thing. What's the difference?
Well, there's a shortage of cork in the world
Do you smell that?
because natural
Yeah.
corks come from the bark of a tree, and there's a shortage of cork. So they've been
It's like
using
save a tree
some
kind of thing.
plastic style corks because
Oh,
people
right,
still want
I've seen
people
that.
still want to see the corkscrew go into the cork and have the cork extracted from the bottle.
Something mental about that. It's
they
like,
like it.
yeah.
But don't be afraid of twist off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so it's
Don't
not.
be afraid of twist off. I
Okay,
mean,
great.
so many wines today can be consumed so nicely with just twist off, and you don't have to worry about it.
Right, okay.
I like them.
Does it have anything to do with the aging process, though, with the wine?
Well, minimally, because
Okay.
there will be a tiny bit of air that's going to go in or out through a cork, but it's minimal.
Right.
Most of the aging will take place right inside the type of sealed bottle.
Right, okay.
So it really doesn't
And you
affect it too
and-
much, yeah.
Aging wines today, you don't have to age wines like you did 20 and 30 and 40
Right.
years ago
Right.
or longer. You
They're
don't have
already-
to do that. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
Most wines are really ready to go.
Yeah, I find that.
Most.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
enjoy them. Enjoy
Well,
them
you
while you
also are very particular. So I know when you're telling me
Sometimes.
he's has what would we say discriminating tastes?
can. Okay.
Discriminative,
Yeah, you are.
Well,
And
I like- yes.
I love that you make your own homemade bread.
Oh, wow.
That's like the
Yeah.
coolest thing too.
That is my
he's
favorite.
got
Oh,
his,
That's one of my
he's got
that's
his
got to be
hands
a
in
lot of work, though.
No.
Oh, no, it sounds like a lot of
No.
work.
I
Are you
can't keep
drinking?
talking.
Are you drinking? Right, come on,
I
let's
figured let him talk about the bread. I want to drink the wine.
All right,
Bread
well,
is
let's
easiest to
cheers.
make, but cheers.
Cheers.
Salute,
Yes.
ladies. Notice,
Salute.
if you notice the color of the wine, it's just that pale salmony pink.
Yeah,
It's an absolutely
I'm wearing my dress so I can
delicate color.
match it.
It's very pretty.
Okay, well, you can
fabulous.
see on white, it's just
Yeah.
a pale salmony color pink.
Here, yeah, behind.
Now, do
yeah.
you do the legs?
Gorgeous.
Well, you don't have to, although the legs are going to show you maybe, and it'll be an indicator of the alcohol content.
The
in
fragrance
wine.
Oh,
is
and
beautiful.
the rosé has a little bit of a higher alcohol
Well,
content.
you're looking
correct?
at about 12.5 to 13% alcohol,
Oh.
but yet it tastes
we like
this.
that.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
But yet you really won't feel any of the heat of an alcohol taste within this wine.
It's fabulous.
We're ready.
And when you smell it, there's the smell of fresh berries,
The
light
fragrance
citrus.
is fabulous. Oh, that is delicious. This is lunch right here. Lunch.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is the smoothest thing on your
It
tongue.
is so refreshing, and it has this lovely.
I mean,
I don't know if it's like an effervescence, you know, like
Effervescence.
effervescence in my mouth right now, just from the after. It's phenomenal. Sometimes wines can give you a bitter aftertaste. This doesn't.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
A nice fruity taste.
Uh-huh.
Strawberries are something
But
that might
here's
be-
the
Oh my
thing
gosh,
that you
this is
touched on
phenomenal.
earlier. It's not a sweet, like it's a dry,
Tommy, get yourself a
high
glass. You
quality
gotta try
wine.
this wine.
It's not a. I'm sorry, she just cracked me up. It's not a. It's not like a fruity. Like people, I think, mix rosé up with Zinfandel.
With
And
white,
I
white,
think they
white
think it's-
Zinfandel. White
right.
Zinfandel.
White Zinfandel, correct.
Not red Zinfandel.
Right. I don't think anybody knows the difference, but you know what I mean. I mean, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying, but most people think of Zinfandel as the
White Zinfandel.
right. And I think that that's where they get the average consumer gets totally confused with
Well,
the
they think that
quality
it's
of rosé
yes,
because
it-
it's nothing sweet about this wine. Like
No.
There's nothing
my
sweet
husband
about it.
drinks
It's very
No.
dry.
Tommy loves
and
it. He
it's-
loves it in the summer with a nice piece
refreshing.
of steak, and it's like
Yeah.
it holds up to everything.
My first visions of drinking rosé in public were back in the late 1990s. And I'm on the beach walking in Cannes, which was a beautiful place to walk.
I told you it's very discriminating.
Yes.
And men and women alike just enjoying rosé. It
Yes.
was like water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Well,
water.
That's
We
how it
know
goes
that-
down. Like very refreshing and light and enjoyable. You can
We
really
know.
just put it in your water bottle and go for
Oh
a
no,
run.
it's bad. We know, especially in St. Bart's, there's a place called Nikki Beach.
One of my
And that
favorite
is
places.
where, literally the lifestyles of the rich and famous hang out. And
gonna have to
you will see these magnums.
Magnums, yeah.
I mean, right?
I'm guzzling this, so
Boom,
I hope you got more.
boom, like lined up on everyone's table. And then even in St. Martin at Waikiki, which is like the similar place to Nikki Beach, we had, for Jodi's birthday, there's a picture of her and I, and this Magnum is her 40th birthday. This Magnum is at the table. It's like water, but I don't know what it is. It's just easy to drink with your food. It complements your food so well. So what's your favorite thing to pair it with? Let's say barbecue, because we're summertime. Like if you were going to barbecue or grill, what would you like to pair this with?
Well, I like to marinate shrimp and then very large shrimp and then put them on my grill or
You marinate in the.
I don't
Rosé?
marinate the shrimp in the rosé.
Oh, I was like, that's what I
But
thought.
I'll marinate it in some of the marinades with a little blend of some
Oh,
citrus
right.
and whatnot, and then I'll put that on the grill.
Michael's marinades.
Mikey's.
Mikey's
marinades.
New York marinades.
Yeah. So
Right.
those.
like that
So
New
there's
York.
3 different types.
Actually, there's 4.
Oh,
We don't-
4,
we don't
okay.
have- we didn't
We're
have
shy
it
about.
we
accepted.
have-
Somebody
Our
probably,
our New
somebody
York
probably
chicken chicken.
pinched it.
Somebody took it.
Somebody
Our New
probably
York
pinched
chicken
it.
chicken.
Uh-oh. Somebody swiped it.
Okay, so
Okay.
you would say the big shrimps on the Barbie.
Or even some lobster. I'll throw some lobster on the grill as well.
Oh, yum.
And it's great.
Yeah.
A bouillabaisse is the big
Oh, that.
dish
Oh,
in the
yeah.
south of France to match with.
That's
with this.
it's one of
Can you
Chris's
make that?
favorites. I can make it. I actually did make it last summer,
All
and
right,
I
get
do
it
it
on,
on the
get-
grill, the bouillabaisse.
Mussels, mussels, goatse,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
mussels.
Yeah,
and
we do with the
rosé.
shrimp and the mussels and the
Oh, you're
clams
like in
and
heaven,
the.
right? Don't your
Absolutely.
eyes
Yeah.
light up. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful.
awesome. I had it in when I go to St. Martin, I always have it for lunch, and we have the tuna carpaccio there,
Fantastic.
and it is. It's like it melts on your tongue, and then with
perfect.
this,
It's perfect.
oh, it's just so.
So listen, I need a refill, and we need to go to commercial.
Yeah, let me.
So let's refill the wine because I'm really, really guzzling it now. At
no,
this
and then
point.
what's perfect? We'll talk about the marinades because I
Yeah.
want to get some of those.
Yeah, those are great.
You need one for tonight.
I do need one. Okay,
Right.
we'll be back.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
we'll see you in a few.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
So welcome back.
I can't get enough of the wine. I gotta.
We're a little bit buzzed. We've been drinking during commercial break.
It's my favorite.
Well, yeah, I need to take it away from her because she's really getting a little bit carried away. It is only 10:45, Regina. We have all day, but we will be drinking
It's
this
12
all
o'clock
day.
somewhere. That's what I was told growing up.
Yeah, well,
It's
5
12
o'clock. No, 5 o'clock is
Oh,
usually.
5 o'clock.
It's usually 5 o'clock somewhere is the saying. That means happy hour. Happy hour's at 12.
Come on. Really, I'm in
yeah,
Provence right now. I'm drinking
We
wine.
are
I'm
really
so excited.
enjoying this wine, and what we were talking about is pairing it with different
I'll put
foods
it right
on the
here,
grill.
buddy.
And one of the things you brought along is the Mickey's New York marinade.
Mikey's.
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 Can we move? Can you get a shot on those first?
New York marinade, yeah. And
You
they
got a
come
shot?
in actually
Oh,
four
yeah, here
different
they are.
flavors, but we have 3 with us, and then there's a fourth one, the chicken.
New York kickin' chicken.
New York kickin' chicken. So that's the fourth one that we don't have, but tell us a little bit about why you even got into marinades.
I want to look at them.
Oh, let me tell you that story. You want to make a little bit of money in the marinade business, start with a lot of it, I guess. I love to cook.
Oh, that's,
Yes.
yeah.
I love to grill. I love to cook in the kitchen.
Make your own
I
bread.
love to bake bread. Friends would come over for a barbecue to our house, and I would always make steaks quite often. And the steaks I would marinate my steaks.
With your own little special.
With my own
Concoction,
marinade.
right.
And
Not one of those things you buy in the stores. Yeah.
Friends and family. Kids would always say, "Dad, you have to marinate the steaks. Marinate the
Right.
steaks."
Do 'em
Friends,
for me, do
please,
'em
would
for
you make us some marinated steaks on the
Right.
grill?
Yeah.
So for years, and that went on for a good 20, 25 years, and they said, you really need to bottle this
Bottle
marinade.
it, right.
Bottle this marinade.
Yeah.
Now, January and February are a somewhat softer business time for us in the wine business in New York.
That would make sense, yeah.
It's a little soft. So, all right, well, I figured I'd start this little marinade venture, see what it entails. Well, a year later, we actually did it. But I did this in the January and February, which was a nice project, not realizing at that point in time that I created another monster for myself because it's such a great business, but it takes place in the busy time of my wine
Right,
business.
yeah.
This summer, yeah,
I
people
needed
are
something
grilling.
to take care of my little bit of my off season a little
Correct,
bit.
correct.
But instead, I
that's
just
hysterical.
added a little bit more to an
Yeah,
already
put something
busy
else on
season.
your plate, that's
Right,
all, no
exactly.
biggie.
So you have a hot and spicy for
Yeah.
steaks, right?
Hot and spicy.
And then you
turned
have
into
pork.
New
one
York
for
Ce-
pork.
New York Central Park pork.
I love the New
Theme.
York. Yeah, I
Yeah, the
love
branding
that. I
is
love it.
fabulous.
And people all over
And
the world want
Mikey's
that.
Mikey's,
New York
you know,
steak marinade, hot and spicy.
That's just a little hot and spicy.
I like that.
And
I
then
like
we're
that.
missing one
The
because
New York
I think
kickin'
somebody
chicken.
Yeah.
somebody picked that up on the way over.
Yeah, that's all.
But because of my travels to Italy and France, extensively in Italy, I was fortunate enough to contract some herb producers. So in the New York Central Park pork, I contracted some Tuscan fennel.
Oh,
And
yum.
for our New York chicken chicken, Tuscan rosemary. So those
I
are
told
two
you, it's
love
very
rosemary.
discriminating
those are
taste.
two key ingredients in both of those marinades. The hot and spicy is a little special. It gives you just a little bit of a zing, which is wonderful. I based hamburgers with the hot and spicy, and it's incredible.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
But even our original, you can marinate swordfish, tuna, and put that on the grill. And
Oh,
it's-
tuna?
Oh,
That
so,
sounds
so this
great.
isn't necessarily, even though it says New York steak, it's not for steak, the original. You can use it for
Oh,
anything.
they're multi-purpose.
And you can mix and match them
Right.
all.
Absolutely.
But, you know,
I
it's
like that.
the tuna, that
What would you
sounds
use
awesome.
for ribs?
For ribs,
pork?
well, you could use the pork, but you could use the original with a little bit of hot and spicy. Now, even my
Oh, you can
Oh, you could
combo.
mix
for
it.
those shrimp that on the grill with the rosé, I'll mix a little bit of hot and spicy with a little bit of my New York chicken, a fresh little squeeze of lemon.
Ooh,
I'll
delicious.
marinate the shrimp.
How long do you marinate
I'm
for? What's
starving
the
now.
key?
Wait a minute, I'm
shrimp you want-
starving now.
I know. I
The
know.
The shrimp you want to
And I'm
marinate a little
drunk.
bit longer because it's a little bit more dense. So you're going to go for about an hour and a half to 2 hours marinating.
Room temperature or in the fridge?
No, I like in the refrigerator with
Okay.
shrimp.
Right.
Yeah.
Now with steaks, because this is a true marinade, and that's different than a sauce. And the
Oh.
true marinade, about 45 minutes, and then just
That's all
baste
you
while
need.
you grill, and it's
What
just
makes
enough.
it different?
Well, what you want to do is you want to bring out the true flavors of whatever you're cooking.
The meat.
I don't want to mask the flavors. I want to.
Right.
I want to
Just give it a nice hint
especially with
and-
steak.
Yeah.
Especially with steak.
Right.
What's your favorite steak?
I'm a porterhouse guy.
Are you?
You are?
Yeah.
I'm a porterhouse guy.
Okay. That's a nice steak, that porterhouse, because you get
I
a little
like
of
it.
both,
You
you
get a
know?
little bit of both, and the
Yeah.
bone, the meat on the bone
Yeah, the
always
bones is
enhances the
delicious.
flavor of the meat, and then add a little bit of Mikey's marinade, even to an aged prime steak. Now, a lot of butchers will go crazy. Don't
yeah.
touch the steak. Maybe just a little bit of
Steak is
salt and
fine.
pepper, and it is, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But it's incredible what that marinade will do to even a porterhouse. And don't overdo it is my rule.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to, but you just want to enhance the natural flavors of the meat.
So you don't
Bring out the
constantly
natural flavors. I don't
glaze it
wanna-
or anything.
I don't
You don't
want to.
wanna-
Well, you
yeah.
want to baste it, yes, to
Okay.
keep the meat
Moist.
nice and moist. But I don't want to mask the flavors of that natural porterhouse.
Right. Well, especially when you're
I wanna
buying a
enhance
nice
them. I wanna
dried
bring
aged
them out
steak
more.
and
Absolutely.
yes, yeah. So
Absolutely.
we're gonna
You're
eat
starving
after
and you've
this.
had- and you've had a little
But,
bit of wine.
Drinking rosé.
Yeah, that is true.
But
We're,
I
a little
mean,
bit bummed.
I just think that's such a great idea of yours. But I think it's so funny how you saying like he was looking to something to create
Oh.
during his downtime,
And it totally
and it's
put a
all
little
barbecue
salt and
season.
pepper.
Backfired on
So it
him.
backfired.
And on
But
the-
now, can our viewers get this from our web? If they go
Right
on
off the
here-
website.
Okay,
That we
great.
could sell off my
so that you
website,
can that
yes.
guys, you can go right on there and order that right from our website. And I suggest you do because, like I said, he has very discriminating taste.
Yeah, and I can't wait to
So-
try them all.
Yes.
can
Now,
love
how
it.
did
You
you
can
get your
love it.
bread recipe? Just to
You know
switch
what?
it a second.
That came from a very famous baker, Mr. Jim Leahy. And Jim Leahy is the owner of Sullivan Street Bakery downtown in Manhattan.
Okay.
And his philosophy is bread is not, it's not brain surgery, it's bread. And to be able to make a great loaf of bread, everyone should have this recipe. And it's on his website.
Right.
It's Jim Leahy's bread recipe, no knead bread. So you're not there all day long.
Oh, that's what I was
kneading.
thinking. I'm like,
It's-
oh my gosh, what a
It's the easiest
pain.
thing in the world to make, and it's the best thing to make. And
It sounds real.
He
You'll have to
makes
share
it-
that recipe. We'll put it up on our website.
It's
Jim
so
Leahy,
cute.
yeah. Jim Leahy.
He
Sullivan
makes
Street.
it with his granddaughter,
Aw.
Miss Valentina.
Valentina.
You look
Who
too young
is-
to have
I am.
grandchildren.
Is-
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. I
She
mean,
is
she is really
spectacular.
stunning. But it's so cute because the two of them are making the bread, and all of a sudden he puts it in, comes out, and it is this. I mean, it looks
it's
like
a
it
beautiful
came
loaf of
from a
bread.
bakery.
Better.
I love breads
Better,
that
better.
have.
Well, the memories you're making are better too.
But you
I'm
know,
sure it tastes
but
better.
it's nothing that I'm doing different than anyone else can do. It's that simple.
Right.
So thank you, Jim Leahy. The best.
He's a good man, that Jim
Oh,
Leahy. But
that's
you know what I
nice.
like? I like the breads that have like the black olives in it or the prosciutto
Oh, you
in
can
it,
do
or
that.
yeah, you can mix.
You
and-
can
oh,
do
I
that.
love
I
those
do
breads.
that.
Yeah.
I do that. So I make some variations on the bread. I'll make a walnut craisin and
Oh.
cranberry type of
I think
bread.
we have to
Yeah.
have a barbecue
with a
at
little
his
bit of
house.
I
whole.
think so.
A
I
little
I think
bit
we
of
have to
whole-
invite him.
And
invite
it's great.
ourselves.
It's great
Yeah.
with those gooey cheeses and
Yes,
a glass
and
of
the
rosé.
oh, it's my
We're all
favorite.
set.
So when are we coming over?
Let's go.
I mean, are you free for the rest of the time? We almost done. What time is it?
We're good. We just have a few minutes
Let's
left.
just keep talking about food and torturing
But
people.
no, I know we don't want to touch you. But what I do want to touch base on again is the fact that this wine is available in all different sizes, and this, I guess, is the to-go one. That's a good to-go one.
That's something to keep in your pocketbook.
Yeah, I like that one.
Keep it in your handbag.
I'm saying that's
carry a big purse.
Beach to bring like 6
Karen, that's one
or
glass of wine for
12
you.
bottles of that to the beach with you, and just have them
That's
individually.
adorable.
You don't even need a
so
wine
is that
glass.
your like taster bottle that you leave?
No,
or-
actually, a lot of hotels use that in their room service.
Oh,
In
yeah.
What
many
hotels?
bars, many hotels, especially in Manhattan, use that, and
Right.
restaurants like it because there are still a lot of men that have apprehensions about drinking pink wine, which they shouldn't.
So they get the half
really
bottle
shouldn't.
for
Yeah,
the
but
girl.
what is their apprehension? They think
You know
it's
what?
gonna
They think it's going to be sweet. They
Right, but
think it's
that's what
gonna
I'm
be
trying to
sweet.
say. I want to tell everyone all over everyone that hears
not
me,
sweet at all.
There's nothing sweet about this.
Well, what's
No.
been nice for us too is Wine Spectator has listed us as a spectator selection wine. This Maison Belclair Rosé
Right.
Wine Spectator Selection, and also Smart Buy. And then this year it came within the top 100 rosés of the world, and we were recommended rosé. So Wine Spectator
Wow.
has touted Maison Belclair very
Let's
nicely
cheers
for
to
us
that.
too. Yes, thank you.
It also
That
has
is.
my, it also has my stamp
cheers.
of approval.
There we
That's
go.
wonderful.
Well,
Now-
that's very important.
You know how like sometimes they rate the wines, the 90 whatever they are. Is this something that they do with rosé as well?
They do it with rosés. They're not as kind to rosés as they are, say, Bordeaux, because
Right.
of the pedigrees of Bordeaux. They're not as kind to rosé because I think that's just a mentality within the United States.
Right, it's not. They're not comparing it the way
So
they would
you
the
know,
others.
95 pointers and 97-point wines from Provence don't always tend to be there.
Yeah, that
But
makes
we
sense.
rate
Though.
right in the top.
I'm sure you
We're
do.
right in the top.
Yeah,
So
well, it's the best
very-
rosé I've ever tasted.
Well, thank you.
Cheers.
My pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
we were just talking about. I used to, or still do, drink the Perrier Jouet rosé.
Champagne.
Champagne. And the pink. And Michael, you were saying that you love that.
I
you
love
that as
champagne.
well.
I love champagne.
And that's really what got me started with the rosé
Experience.
wines.
Yeah,
Experience.
right.
And I love them. And now this is just.
Well, again, it's very popular in when I vacation. Like when you're in Bermuda, that's
Yeah.
what you should be drinking at the beach.
That's what I'm gonna be
It's
drinking.
gorgeous. And but I drink it all. You know, I drink it all year round. I mean, I love it. I love it when I'm at Sunday dinners and I'm cooking. And I have my little glass of rosé as I'm cooking, and I enjoy it with pastas. And
I was
my
going to say,
pasta
this
has
would
pork
taste
in it.
so
I make
wonderful with the
meatballs.
sausage and
I like-
broccoli wrap
yes,
pastas
awesome.
and yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that
I
would
make it
be
with
delicious
I drink it with my reds too. My I make pork in my sauce and everything else. It's delicious. It's delicious.
Well, it's so easy to drink. And you were saying about the champagne and how much you love the rosé champagnes, but this is a fraction of the cost of
yeah.
a champagne.
Oh, that's a good thing to bring up. So the cost-wise, I mean, it's pretty.
We got one minute.
Average.
We're looking at about $20 to $22 per bottle.
Oh, that's
Right.
very reasonable. Yeah, I
And
mean that is
might
what
see
you
that
pay for a good bottle
you
of
might see
wine.
that some retailers that make some very large purchases that have those discounts available, you might see a
They
little bit
do.
less.
I do because
Well, look, I've
there's a
got
place
$20
by me
in
that
my
if
pocket.
you buy, I think it's a couple of bottles, they do it for
They do.
$19.99.
They discount it.
So we loaded
Well,
up
that's
on
what I
that.
just said. I said I got $20 in my pocket. Let's
Right.
go to the liquor store.
Got
We're actually out of
$20 in my
time.
pocket.
I'm gonna go to the liquor store.
That's right. Anyway,
Yeah. So, Michael,
So-
thank you so much for being
Well,
here with
thanks
us
for having
today.
me.
It
Thank
was
you so
such
much
a
for
and
having
pleasure.
I want you to come back again and bring us some cooked food.
Well, we can do that.
Oh,
So I
that'd be
can't just
fun.
drink and then talk about that.
We can do
No,
that.
yeah,
I have
she
some
gets
other wines as
very-
well.
You do? You have
Hungry.
other wines
Very
to taste?
Many.
Oh,
Many.
let's do
Oh.
a fall take. Can we do that?
We can definitely do that.
That would be fun.
Oh, holiday.
I'm coming back from Tuscany. I'll bring back some Tuscan wine.
Oh, it's my favorite. You know,
Cheers.
my favorite is that.
All right, we have like 30 seconds.
Pucciano.
No, I love
Cheers.
that. Super Tuscan. It's my favorite.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
See you next
Cheers.
week.
Enjoy.
Asante.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.